Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
Good,
We have our coffee. It's morning.
Good morning time.
We're doing this
Damn,
before we go to
dude,
work. We're
dude,
like,
I
okay.
do look like an old dude. I'm gonna drink my coffee. I don't know. We're gonna keep the beard for a while, I think. So, it's been
I
busy.
look like an old dude too.
Yeah. And
Oh
that's
my
why I'm
God.
attracted to you. This is going down a hole. This is right down the hole. All right. So, what's this?
How's your week?
It's going okay. It's
Yeah?
going, yeah.
You doing good?
It's been actually going really good. And
Excellent.
so right up front, just want to apologize. We're like on no schedule right now. I kind of wanted to get this up for a while, but we've been busy with stuff. But
Yeah.
overall, I think we've been pretty successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had a good week. I don't know.
Well, last week was good, and now we're on to another week.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. We're a few days later, I think, than we would normally have been putting up a video, but
yeah, usually I've been trying to get it at the end of the
Thursdays.
week, and
Yeah.
today is a Monday, and
Yeah.
we're just kind of chilling out right now.
Yeah.
And I took the day off, and I'm gonna go do some stuff, but that's why I look like a hobo. But nothing wrong with that. No dig on hobos. But
oh my goodness.
but yeah, so
So anyway, keto.
yep, that's what this podcast is about, kind of. It's random stuff. Well, I will tell you,
it's our weight loss journey.
It is.
We're using the tool of keto
And
to
how-
try and get there.
And how is
And
it?
fasting.
How's so last week we did the Monday, Wednesday, Friday fast. We were successful with that.
Yeah.
We ate on Saturday. We're going to talk a little bit about food today. Our goal today is to talk about a few things that help, a couple of our tools. But we fasted on Saturday.
Yeah.
And just not to get. I know most people I tell about this and comments I get, people say it's too extreme, or how do you do it? We've talked about that before, but because I was kind of getting like a little bit of a seesaw, even though I've had success, I decided to fast yesterday. So about, I don't know, maybe 36 hours, close to 48 hours into a fast, and I'll fast today, which is Monday, and I'll eat tomorrow. And Melanie's doing it right there with me.
Yeah.
But I know we said we weren't going to talk about our weights, but there's always that thing if you're losing weight where you break things up into tens, whatever that might be, like, so I was right on the verge of going from one block of tens, like, let's say, and I don't weigh 180, but let's say I was 181 and I wanted to get into the 70s as an example. That's how my weights, but I was right there, and I found that when I hit it kind of hard on the weekend, I have a bit of a control issue, and sometimes I'll backslide, not food wise, because I stay keto as much as possible, but I just seem to eat too much, and then I feel like I'm basically kind of I lose a little bit of gain I had. So I decided to fast on Sunday, and I might do that for a while. Yeah. And so and I will tell you, everybody kind of talks about, fasting and what it does to them. And Melanie and I both feel like when we're on a fast, like right now, I'm not particularly hungry. I'm a little hungry, but I actually sometimes feel like a little bit sharper.
Yeah, I would say so. I've got more focus usually whenever I'm fasting. So that's good. You can just get into a work groove and kind of focus and get things done, which I like.
Yeah, when I'm pounding carbs and everything like that, I feel bloated and just shitty all the time.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
You do notice a difference for sure.
Yeah, probably where I didn't have success is that I'm always talking about I didn't drink this week, and I think Saturday night I drank a lot. Not a lot. Yeah, sure. Let's call it a lot. Let's suppress that denial. Let's get that denial under control. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I drank. I went by a liquor store. That's usually the first step. Here's the first step. Going by a liquor store and then buying copious amounts of. And it was not an easy liquor store trip either. We had to go to like a real crowded liquor store.
Oh my God.
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was. It was.
I
was gonna drink that liquor. So Melanie and I crushed a bottle of Four Roses Single Barrel.
So
yes,
you're saying we kind of switched it up this
Oh,
week.
sorry.
So
Yeah.
we did like our normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday fasting, stayed keto. Then the weekend, because I point to you like I don't have the issue at all to overeat on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But normally we would eat both Saturday, Sunday, but this weekend we ate Saturday, and then Sunday we didn't eat yesterday. Yeah.
No.
And then today's Monday, and we're going to fast today. So we're going to see.
Watch your watch on the table, because it's got a microphone there.
Sorry. So anyway, with the 2-day fast, we want to see if we can go ahead and, see some additional results. Although, I've been stair-stepping down. And I think overall, because I was looking, we started on January the 6th. So what are we, February the 8th or 9th?
Something like that. It's like 5 weeks.
The 10th. Okay. So yeah, I think overall, I've been kind of going up and down, but overall I've lost right at 18 pounds.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with that. It's very motivating to kind of keep us going.
Yeah.
And also motivating to try and do another, back-to-back 2-day fast. So we'll see how that goes, and see if we start to plateau, if we continue to lose weight. And I think that you're right there with me, right? In the amount of weight that you've, dropped since the beginning of January.
Yeah, I would say 16 or 17 right now.
Yeah,
something like that. And I had that Atlanta trip in there that kind of threw me for a bit of a loop. That's behind me now. And like I was saying, we still haven't started exercising like we wanted to. We've done a couple walks, but haven't run. I've been doing some physical stuff, and it makes it kind of hard to run. I mean, just like work type stuff. I just don't want to. I get the stuff I'm even doing makes me sore, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, we'll get there. I think, we're also kind of getting adjusted to doing the fasting, and, we're going to layer the other pieces in.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And so, other thing I mentioned I wanted to do is when we do eat, what are some of the foods we eat, and what do we like? In other words, that we can and maybe as this thing kind of develops. And you notice I'm using new technologies right now. So I'm trying to use I'm using StreamYard, because I'm hoping it'll make it look a little bit better when we post it. But with that said, so I might post recipes someday or something like that. But what foods do we like? What are
this past week we've been loving fajitas.
Yes, we've been making
fajita tacos. So we had beef fajita tacos, chicken fajita tacos.
Right.
So with the meat, and then peppers and onion. Some guacamole.
Right.
It's been really good.
Yeah, and like I said, we don't measure ins and outs all that much.
Right.
But our ins, we don't measure like the amount of carbs in there. But like avocados, not too terrible. You have to do some things within. You don't want to eat like a bucket of guacamole, but a little guac, a little sour cream. Cheese, peppers, and we use those low carb tortillas. And man, they've
been great.
That's really good. Yeah, and preparation is probably a little bit more than we would, like them.
We're lazier than that.
We're lazy.
Normally.
Yeah, usually pretty lazy. But yeah, I got to tell you what though,
steak, salad, and that's it.
It's like a train when that leaves the station. Though we're working on it, man. It's like an assembly line. We get it done, and it
is good though.
I'll tell you another thing too. I'm going to recommend a product. You can buy this like crank cheese grater on Amazon.
It is the best.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like to buy bag cheese just because, I know they use some stuff to keep it from sticking together. I don't know what the hell's in there. And I'm not going to go full on organic on you, but there's something nice about knowing that you're not. And plus it's more expensive. And I hate grated cheese though. I bought that damn thing on Amazon.
It makes it so easy.
Holy shit.
It's man. Good.
That thing. And I got to tell you something else. And
who knew we would get so excited
about it? Everybody that watches this is going to think this I'm full of shit. But I'll tell you right now, that cheese tastes better.
It does.
It freaking tastes better. It does. It really tastes. It tastes. I'm gonna go and say it. Umami.
Oh wow.
No, maybe not, but it's still pretty good. But anyway, so fajitas. Other things we like we have air fryers, and if you're not down with the air fryer,
I'm down with the air fryer.
Air fryers are good, and we use again, everything's purchased on Amazon. So we got the Ninja air fryer, which they sell a bunch of different ones, and and we do chicken wings, and chicken wings again. You can do ranch or blue cheese dressing, and then the chicken wings themselves, which you can buy them packs. You can also, if you want to go like Wingstop or something like that, you're going to pay more clearly, but you just have to be careful which ones you buy.
That's right.
But things like just the sauces usually have 1 to 2 carbs in the sauce, so you can definitely carbs, like I've said in the past, will stack if you're not careful. But chicken wings we probably ate so many chicken wings we almost got sick of them. But no, and the other things I'll eat is like we do. I grill, so we'll do like steak and salad, and those are probably
good.
Our most recent 3. The keto bread I showed you, we'll do things like bacon and egg sandwiches, things like that, which are really good.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of things out there that you can do, and those, that's kind of,
we keep it pretty simple. I mean, we really,
those things are and a lot of those things, like you mentioned chicken wing, or I mentioned chicken wings and those fajitas. That's like comfort food. So
good. Yeah, it's really very nice to have that. It's good to have those tortillas as the vehicle for the meat and the peppers and all of that. But it is a comfort food.
And I think like I said, you do kind of have to like own who you are. We are kind of lazy when it comes to cooking, and that's just the reality of it. That's just who we are. But it isn't so. So we've always looked at like. Now, Melanie will sometimes you get like a wild hair, and you'll be kind of like, she'll be like, "Oh, my God,
try some new recipe or something."
Yeah. Like we'll do like either food or recipes, and we tried those seaweed noodles before. But and there was a YouTuber that posted how to make like chicken out in the noodles, right?
Yes.
And this was like 2 or 3 years ago, and we bought
we have the stuff
to
make it, and
it's stuff
kind of like
it's got
a chemical
chemistry
experiment.
It's got like nuclear waste.
Anyway, I don't remember what that was called, but it was like chicken noodles. You could make chicken noodles.
It's got it's got dark matter.
For sure.
Oh, it's one of those things again.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we didn't make them then, but we still have the stuff
because we're lazy.
Them.
We're lazy. We don't want to do it.
We were lazier than that.
Shit. I mean, anyway.
I'm like, wow, we can use cabbage as noodles.
Cabbage.
Let's just chop up some cabbage.
We cabbage.
Yeah, it's good. I love cabbage, so that's a win for me.
And probably the other thing I wanted to mention, Einstein just came in the room.
Yes.
Not the Einstein.
Our Einstein.
A few moments later.
Oh, yeah. So Melanie just went and grabbed the cheese grater because we had to give our dogs a treat. That's the cheese grater. That's the thing. That is honestly, I know
this little thing is so great.
I got it in teal because Melanie likes our blue.
I do.
Yeah, she likes the blue.
I like the color.
Yeah.
And you can like turn this little knob right here and have it stick to the countertop.
Suction.
And then all you do is put your cheese right there, get you a bowl that sits here, and it is super quick and smooth, easy.
Cleanup's a breeze.
Yeah.
I know.
So great and super easy to clean up. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing Melanie.
It's great.
Yeah, that's one thing Melanie and I kind of talk about is like, because we'll impulse buy on occasion.
Yes.
And sometimes you'll impulse buy stuff and you're like, that's garbage. But lots of stuff just kind of fits in the middle ground where it gets used a few times.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll find stuff and you're just like, that's the greatest thing that was ever created ever.
The greatest.
I know, right? You're like, and we're not even sponsored because.
That's right, but it's on Amazon.
It is on Amazon.
I don't even know what the name of this is.
I don't know. Just
anyway.
Google cheese grater. If it looks like that, buy it.
That's right. If it looks like that, get it.
Okay, so like I was saying, was before we were interrupted by the dogs, is the finger sticks. We do finger sticks for ketosis and also our blood glucose, and we might do one this morning. I don't know if I recommend it or not recommend it. Also on Amazon, you can look up Keto Mojo, and that's where we got our meter from. And but it is interesting if you're because obviously we're in that age group where you worry about things like type 2 diabetes and whatnot, and so yeah, if you're doing finger sticks isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But hey, Olive, come here, baby girl.
One eternity later.
All right, this is gonna be crazy choppy because we've been interrupted by the dogs like 5 times. But again, we
They
were
will
talking
leave us
about
alone.
finger sticks, and
Yes.
while we were paused, Melanie said talk about it next time because it's probably a good idea. I can bring out the meter and whatnot. But
Yeah.
with that said, yeah, we'll talk about finger sticks next time. But we do use finger sticks for things like measuring our ketones and our blood glucose. But
Yeah.
but we don't use it so much to, like, dial in our carbs and so forth now. But if you use things like that, knowing that your glucose is low and knowing your ketones are between like 0.5, 1.5, even higher, usually means that your body's using them as fuel.
Yeah.
Your glucose is so low that your body's having to metabolize fat. But with that said, next time we'll talk a little bit more about that. Maybe we'll even do a finger stick for you, right?
Sure.
So what are your goals this week?
So my goal this week, I guess, kind of continue on, keep at it.
Yeah, I guess I don't
keep going.
I don't see any need for any kind of significant change right yet.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't either. I think that it's working. We're doing good. Keep going. And then I guess I'm expecting a plateau.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but of course everybody does at some point, right? Sure. You plateau. So I just don't know, when that's going to come. Yeah. And I want some things to be able to
I mean, that's always your fear.
Get over it.
I mean, because we know that this is not going to be forever. We know that what we're doing now with the fasting is not going to be forever. We know that, right?
That's right.
And I think, Melanie and I both are kind of where we kind of get really, really close to goal and then we bounce back up kind of stuff. And we've been there a few times.
We've done that.
Matter of fact, that's another thing we might talk about this
yo-yo
morning.
Dieting.
Yeah, we had a competition one time in Seattle with some friends, and that thing was epic. And
it was.
And so maybe we'll talk about some of our previous weight loss journey. You said, yeah, it might be interesting. But
we just love to lose the weight and then gain it right back.
Food's so good. But with that said, we want to get down well within. This is probably the big goal this time, is get well within.
I think the biggest challenge for us is going to be that maintenance piece. But
always
for sure.
Well, also worth future. I don't want this there any longer than 20 minutes. But that's another thing too, is this is not a maintainable thing. We both know that, right?
Right.
And that's one of the things we like about keto, is the fact that it does allow you maybe a little bit more wiggle room if you're doing it right, and if you're where you don't have to eat 1,800 calories a day kind of thing.
That's right.
But anyway, yeah, for me, I'm with you. My goals this week is just to kind of keep going.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. Comments down below if you want us to talk about anything. And that's all.
Have a great week.
Yeah. Have a great week. I'll try to be better about posting videos, and we'll keep upping the technology. Maybe we'll have a theme song someday.
What?
Yes. Yeah. No. Right. Crazy. All right. Everyone. Yeah. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.